All right, in this video, we're gonna go over the maintenance on the TC machine. This also applies for the SWD machine. All right, so first you will start here in the bobbin area. You wanna oil this area daily before you start production, and every 3 to 4 hours of continuous use. You're gonna take out the bobbin, and you're gonna imagine that this is a clock, and we're going to add 3 to 5 drops at the 11 o'clock position, and then right here on the 1 o'clock position. With the little bottle that came in your toolbox, we can add around just a few drops over here, and then at the 1 o'clock as well. This area is going to be moving constantly throughout the day, so it's okay to put more than normal. Remember, that one is every 3 to 4 hours of continuous use. Then we move up right here behind the needle plate. There's going to be another hole. This one, we're also going to do it daily and at the same frequency, 3 to 4 hours. And we're going to put around 3 drops here. Then as we move up, we open this cover and we're gonna remove this plate. You remove it to the right side. And in here, we're going to oil the springs right here for the needles. We're gonna do all 15. And you want to do this one daily. You don't need to do it every 3 or 4 hours, just daily. We're gonna do 3 drops there, 3 drops there. And as you can see, the oil is gonna start dripping down. And as the needles move, this oil is going to start dripping down into this little pad, and everything's going to get saturated, which you always want this area to be fairly saturated and wet. Then as we move up, we move right here into the, we need to be at needle 1 for this. We're going to move into the reciprocator area. You're going to see these 2 little holes. You want to also put some drops here. Around here, you can do just like 2 or 3. This you want to do every other day for the reciprocator. Then if you move up a little bit, you're gonna see this little T-bar that we call, and you notice that the top has a little point that is sticking out. You always want to have these lubricated. Just get it nicely lubricated, because that's where the head is gonna slide left and right. This one, you can do it just whenever it dries, which is going to be probably every other day. Then if you look inside here of the head, there's going to be like a little hole. You also want to put a few drops here, because they're going to land on the reciprocator area as well. So we're going to do around 3 drops here. This one, because it's the reciprocator area, you want to do it every other day. Then as you keep moving up, you're going to see these 3 red holes. These ones we also need to lubricate. We're just gonna do around 2-3 drops here. This one you also wanna do it every other day, because it has to do with the reciprocator area. Then we keep moving up towards the back of the machine, and this is the last spot that we can lubricate with around 3 drops. This one is for the main shaft, so this one you want to do daily as well. Then that's it for the oil. Then it will be for the grease. For the grease, we're going to grease the bar right here. To expose this side, you want to be on needle 1. To expose the other side, you want to be on needle 15. And as you can see, this one looks kind of dry. It's still a little bit greasy, but you want it to be kind of white. You don't want it to look black. You're going to be using white lithium grease right here. You're gonna get it nicely saturated right here. Then as we move up towards the top of the head, we're gonna remove the 2 Phillips screws right here, and we're gonna take off this cover. And then this wheel, as you can see, has a little bit of grease, but it should have more than that. You want to grease it right here in the middle, white lithium grease. You wanna cover the screw. Then you want to move to a different needle, the needle next to it, so that you can expose the other side of the wheel, and then you keep greasing it. Then as you move right here to these little pegs, you want them to kind of look like this. You're going to put dabs of white lithium grease in between the pegs. We're going to do it in between the pegs. Don't do it on top, don't do it on the bottom, don't do it here on the surface. You want it in between. Just dab it with white lithium grease. You're gonna have, if you're needle 1, you'll have access to these ones, and to have access to the 3 or 4 that you don't see here, you wanna move to needle 15. And that would complete all the oil and the white lithium grease that you need for regular maintenance.